Imagine the most deadly weapon on Earth, capable of wiping out millions in a single strike. You're probably envisioning a nuclear bomb, with its infamous mushroom cloud. But take that terrifying image and shrink it down, 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 until it's invisible to the naked eye. Hard to believe, but this microscopic entity could potentially be more lethal than any nuclear arsenal. You're not going to believe how these microorganisms could bring the very end of humanity. Viruses are nature's covert agents, sneaking into our bodies and turning our own cells against us. They replicate rapidly, adapt even faster, and spread like wildfire. Think of a virus as the ultimate saboteur, waiting silently for the right moment to strike.
It has to, that's obligate, it has to be within a cell to be able to be functional. That means to be able to replicate and to be able to carry out any kind of activity. It has to be able to invade a cell.
A nuclear explosion is catastrophic, but it's also predictable. When a nuclear bomb detonates, the destruction is almost instant and contained to a specific area. However, with viruses, the horror isn't immediate. They seep silently into populations, replicate, and then strike en masse. And they're not limited by borders or boundaries. This has already happened, killing millions of humans. Picture a bustling European village in the 14th century. Streets teem with merchants, children at play, and everyday life in full swing. But in the shadows lurks a silent killer, one that would soon change the course of history. The bubonic plague, often referred to as the Black Death, was a devastating pandemic caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis. Transmitted through fleas found on rats, the disease soon made a deadly jump to humans, wreaking havoc on a scale previously unimaginable. This deadly plague wiped out nearly 1/3 of Europe's population.
It's caused by a bacterium, which is called Yersinia pestis. The bacterium evolved actually from a harmless, non-pathogenic bacterium that normally lives in the soil. But the pathogenic Yersinia pestis is spread by fleas, which in turn are spread by rats.
Fast forward to 1918. The globe is entrenched in the final year of World War I. As nations grapple with the trenches and turmoil, an unseen, airborne enemy prepares to launch its assault, catching a world already on its knees tragically off guard. The Spanish flu was an H1N1 influenza A virus, striking with alarming symptoms, fever, fatigue, and respiratory issues. It didn't just target the weak. It hit the young, healthy adults with a ferocity that baffled doctors. From 1918 to 1919, the Spanish flu raced around the globe in multiple waves, infecting 1/3 of the world's population and claiming the lives of an estimated 50 million people.
So the Spanish flu is the worst disease outbreak in world history over such a short period of time. In the United States, they estimate about 650,000 people died, and globally estimates of 50 million, possibly as high as 100 million.
Remember, these pandemics occurred before the age of globalization. In today's interconnected world, an outbreak anywhere can become a pandemic everywhere in just a matter of days. This has recently happened to us since 2020, but viruses could be far more deadly in the near future because of one thing. There's a chilling truth about viruses. They can be weaponized. While international laws forbid the use of viruses as weapons, the possibility remains. A nefariously designed virus could be stealthy, only revealing symptoms long after infection, making containment almost impossible. What if a rogue state or group releases a supervirus that our immune systems have never seen, one that resists all known treatments? Every story needs its ultimate antagonist. For humanity, it could be a virus. We're not just talking about a deadly pandemic, but a virus that could, in theory, end human civilization. Viruses are rapidly evolving entities. With each new jump from animals to humans or each mutation, there's a slim but real chance of a supervirus, one that's highly infectious, incredibly lethal, and resistant to treatments. Now, Combine that with the weaponization of viruses, and we have a potential threat that could surpass the devastation of a nuclear war. How would we survive such an event? But it's not all doom and gloom. Just as viruses evolve, so do we, not just biologically, but technologically and culturally. Our best weapon is our collective will to survive and thrive. By investing in research, understanding viral threats, and promoting global cooperation, we can face down this invisible enemy. Science is our best defense against the viral threat. The recent pandemic illustrated both our vulnerability and our resilience. Though the virus brought the world to its knees, scientists raced against time to develop vaccines, demonstrating humanity's indomitable spirit. However, the game of cat and mouse continues. For every vaccine we develop, there are countless viruses mutating, adapting, and waiting in the wings.